Today, class, we're going to be building us a rolling barn door. And I know it doesn't look like much yet, but stick with me and I'll show you how this all works. Okay, so we got a couple things going here. Excuse me, but first off, I'm just going to show you what materials I've got. These are just some more of those 2x4s that I got for free from my neighbor, along with those roof trusses. I think I made a video about the roof trusses. I'm going to use them for the sawmill maybe someday. Anyway, basic 2x4 construction. I measured out for the doorways into the lean-to into the barn, or the doorways into the lean-to, I'm sorry. And what I've come up with is the basic door I'm going to do is 6 foot high by 4 foot wide. Now, the doorway itself is actually about 75 to 76 inches high. One of the benefits of my wife and I both being short, you can put us through a 6 foot door and we're comfortable. But the actual door clearance is going to be about, like I said, 75 to 76, which is 6'4". But we're going to build the doors 4 by 6, and that's because when you figure in the offset for the doors hanging down on the rolling door hardware, then you end up with actually a slightly smaller door than your doorway, if that makes sense. Actually, maybe the doorway will become smaller because it'll all be closed in with framing. Doesn't matter. I'm going to build a 6x4 door and we're going to make it fit. So what I've got is 2 6 foot long 2x4, that'll be the vertical stringers, and 3 4 foot long. I'm going to do 1 top, bottom, and 1 in the middle. And I've got these little scraps that I could probably make a little something in the corners to prevent racking. I really don't think I'm going to need it. I'm going to do a basic lap joint. So I'm going to cut a 3.5 inch wide by 3/4 inch deep dado in here and do that on all the pieces. I'll show you how that all fits together, but it's just a simple square door frame. It's going to be pretty lightweight, certainly lighter than the limit on these rolling door hardware. So let me get to work making some of these cuts and start fitting a few pieces together, and I'll show you as it fits up how it's looking. So in order to make this lap joint, it's real simple. I've just got a basic speed square here. I'm going to put the lip side against the end of my cut, and I'm going to mark here at 3.5, and then just come back across it at 3.5 to make my square. And then I'm going to set the depth on my saw here at 3/4 inch deep and just make a whole bunch of buzz passes, make a bunch of just a bunch of curves basically, and a bunch of little small pieces, and we'll break them out with a hammer. Now the nice thing is too, doing this, is you can actually work right on a flat tabletop because you're not cutting all the way through. So I can actually work right here on the picnic table and not worry about taking a gouge out of my picnic table as I'm doing this. This is actually way more awkward than it should be, I promise you guys. It's a little frustrating, really. I'm trying to work laid across the table and it's not working very well. It needs to be on this side of the table. It'd make more sense anyway, wouldn't it? Look at that. Let's come to this side. I wish there was a way to lock that safety guard open, because that's giving me problems. Guess I can just bow up on it and hold it open with my hand. Well, that's quite a bit of a headache to try to show you guys that, so that's all you're going to get on that one. And I'm going to do all those other ones just the same. So just make a whole bunch of thin passes with it. If you have a chisel, it'll give you a better effect to clean it up, but you make a bunch of thin passes and then just bust them out with a hammer. You can see, get you a nice rough curve there. I've got a big broadhead screwdriver here that I'm going to use as my chisel. You can actually use the claws of the hammer sometimes too. And the more passes you make, the thinner you cut the curves, the cleaner it's going to be. So let me finish doing all this and then I'll show you how it's going to start to fit up. Okay, so I got all my notches cut. They're not pretty, but it's very much rough cutting. I was playing some games with my saw, trying to do like sweeping cuts with the blade and stuff like that, just trying to figure out how quick I could actually notch them out. But now we're just going to lay it out over here on the ground. And the biggest thing is the center notch is really going to help kind of square things up. So I'm going to kind of play off of it to get started set up here. Get the other end in, get this end in. Then I get my two ends in, my two end pieces. Door looks kind of funny being short and fat, but it is what it is. I'm going to tap them together with a hammer, and then I'm going to have to go get some, if I can find 1.5 inch, that'd be perfect, but probably 1.25 inch screws and come through from both sides to screw all the corners together tight. And like I said, I think that's going to be strong enough that I'm not really going to need any corner supports, but I'll let you know one way or another. Alright, well, that's it all tacked together. Not square, because apparently nothing I ever do is, but I didn't put the real effort into making it perfectly square anyway. It's about 86 3/4 from that corner to this corner, and 86 1/4, which a 1/2 inch out over 6.5 feet or so is actually pretty bad. But I think what happened was I was doubling up some of my cuts, so like both the 6-foot boards, I laid them there together on the bench and just, you know, braced my knee on top of them to cut them, instead of, you know, giving each one the independent focus and attention that it needed to make it real perfect. And again, I don't care. It's a rolling barn door on a goat shanty. So I'm just happy to have built it. It may be that my crossbar in the middle too, that those cuts, the notches aren't perfectly centered. But I know something's off anyway because my laps aren't flush. So I had the depth guide on the saw set at 86 3/4, or sorry, the depth guide on the saw set at 3/4, but I don't know if I just didn't chisel it out well enough. Probably didn't push down hard enough, and that was also having two boards on that bench. That bench is warped. So yeah, pretty shysty, but feeling pretty solid actually. I can't rock it at all. I tried to pull it square with the corners being out, and I couldn't. so we're gonna say that it'll probably work, and this is gonna be it for today because I'm out of time. I gotta go drive again. So maybe this evening I can get it hung up as a test, but I've got to do some framing on the barn itself. I've got to actually frame some stuff in to actually be able to install it. But you know, it's like everything. At least I've made a start, made a mess, so that'll get my wife good and fired up. But yeah, progress nonetheless.